Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
برنامه‌های ما شامل زبان‌های بسیاری است. از این وبسایت دیدن فرمایید suprememastertv.com/schedule.
When I met Master Ching Hai, I felt that I had met my true teacher.
Ama Üstad Ching Hai ile karşılaştığımda işte benim asıl öğretmenim bu diye hissettim.
And from that point, about 5 years ago, my life has changed dramatically. I've improved myself inwardly, and as Master says, one of the main goals of the practice is enhancing your compassion, your ability to love others.
Please stay with us to discover more about spiritual experiences shared by our association members, all vegans, with the public.
Today's program will be presented in English and Turkish with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, Dutch, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Thai, Turkish, and Urdu. Merhaba means hello in Turkish. My name is Ceylan. The joyous people of Turkey are inspired by your valiant efforts to quicken our pace toward a loving vegan world. May Allah bless and protect you. The country of Turkey shares borders with both land and sea. Coastal shores are formed along the Mediterranean, Aegean, and Black Seas, while the nation's land connects with Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Turkey is graced with terrain that ranges from spectacular peaks to picturesque beaches along the southern turquoise coast. The country's national parks and other nature areas safeguard its diverse wildlife and breathtaking scenery. Turkey also has many UNESCO World Heritage Sites that reflect its ancient spirituality and grace. These include the 6th century Hagia Sophia in the city of Istanbul, which honors both Christian and Muslim traditions. The city's magnificent Sultan Ahmet Cami, or Blue Mosque, has 6 minarets rising skyward and a cerulean-hued dome that houses a serene place of worship. The Turkish people are known for their love of life and natural generosity. One of the time-honored ways they convey friendship and hospitality is through the tradition of Turkish coffee. As a UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity, the special preparation and serving of this steaming beverage is a way to honor cherished friends, family, and visitors who are regarded as guests from Allah. In 1999, Supreme Master Ching Hai was invited to Turkey by sincere truth seekers to share her message of peace and love during her Middle East and Africa tour. Heaven is only the beginning. When Master arrived, Turkish television and newspaper reporters were eagerly waiting and requested an interview with her. The full interview with Supreme Master Ching Hai will be aired in part 9 of this program. We now invite you to listen to part 2 of our association members sharing spiritual experiences with the public during Supreme Master Ching Hai's eloquent lecture, Pacifying the Mind, given on November 20, 1999 in Istanbul, Turkey.
So that's the way I answered most of the people that came to me and asked about how religion blends with this, or is this a religion? We think of it as a practice that can enhance your normal or your daily religious practice.
Yani bana gelip bu soruyu soran kişilere genelde şunu dedim. Bu aslında bir uygulamadır ve kendi dinsel uygulamalarınızla birlikte bunu uygulayabilirsiniz.
So for Muslims, those of you that are devout Muslims, I feel that this practice can be a benefit to namaz or your daily ritual.
Sanıyorum çoğunuz Müslümansınız. Bu uygulamayı yine namazınızla ve diğer dinsel uygulamalarınızla birlikte uygulayabilirsiniz.
And so it shouldn't be thought of as, a separate thing or a conflicting practice to your normal Islamic practice.
Yani bunun normal İslam uygulamalarınıza ters düşen veya onunla çelişen bir şey olduğunu, ondan ayrı bir şey olduğunu düşünmeyin.
And like I said, God cannot be contained in words, so we feel that the ideal method for human beings is to go beyond words, go beyond language, to seek God within.
Steve'in de dediği gibi Tanrı sözcüklerle kısıtlanamayacak bir varlıktır. O yüzden sözcüklerin ötesine geçmemiz gerekmektedir.
And this is not to, disparage or say that the written scriptures like the Quran are not beneficial.
Bu kesinlikle Kur'an'daki veya diğer dinsel öğretilerdeki anlatımların yararlı olmadığı anlamına gelmez.
But that they enhance each other. The ritual practice of Sufism or Islam can be enhanced by this inner directedness.
Ama Sufizm veya İslam uygulamaları da bizim bu uygulamamızla birlikte daha bir ötelere götürülebilir.
So, in my own case, personal experience, I was raised as a Christian, but I felt something was missing in my life, and so I sought for many practices through many different paths.
Ben bir Hristiyan olarak büyütüldüm ama bir şeylerin eksik olduğunu hissediyordum. Bu yüzden çeşitli metotlar deneyerek bu eksikliği kapatmaya çalıştım.
And many teachers through the years.
Ve yıllar boyu birçok öğretmenle çalıştım.
But when I met Master Ching Hai, I felt that I had met my true teacher.
Ama Üstad Ching Hai ile karşılaştığımda işte benim asıl öğretmenim bu diye hissettim.
And from that point, about 5 years ago, my life has changed dramatically. I've improved myself inwardly, and as Master says, one of the main goals of the practice is enhancing your compassion, your ability to love others.
5 yıldan beri bu uygulamaya devam ettiğim 5 yıldan beri çok gelişme gösterdim ve Üstad Ching Hai'nin dediği gibi içimdeki sevginin başkalarına karşı olan içimdeki sevginin büyüdüğünü hissettim.
And of course, the inner changes too, spiritual changes that occur are a benefit of the practice too, but enhancing our love, like Islam emphasizes the heart a lot, coming from the heart.
Tabii başka ruhsal yetenekler, beceriler de gelişti ama bunun en önemlisi sevginin, başkalarına duyduğumuz sevginin gelişmesiydi.
This is what I feel is, in my case, has been the best or the most, advantageous benefit from this practice is increased ability to love and to show compassion.
Ve benim için en önemli noktada bu oldu. Büyük bir insanlara karşı büyük bir sevgi hissetmek ve onlara merhamet ve sevgi gösterebilmek.
And so, I think you too, as devout Muslims or whatever belief you have, can, through this practice, enhance that ability to love, which, as the flyer we distributed said, the only religion is love.
Böylece siz de, yani her dinden olan kişi de içindeki başkalarına karşı olan bu sevgiyi büyütüp bizim broşürümüzde dediği gibi asıl din sevgidir diyebilirsiniz.
So I think in terms of what I had to say about my own development, that sums it up. I've been able to love more.
Yani kendi gelişimim hakkında bir özetleme yapmam gerekirse daha fazla sevme yetisine sahip olduğumu söyleyebilirim.
And well, usually I'm not this serious when I speak, but I just felt inspired to be a little more serious right then. But after this, if we have any questions, I'll hopefully be a little more jovial.
Genelde bu kadar ciddi değilimdir ama içimden ciddi olmak geldi. Ama bir sorularınız olursa cevaplamaya hazırım. He asks if you can feel love towards a person who has stolen your wallet, your money.
Well, actually that happened to me in Istanbul.
Bu İstanbul'da bana zaten oldu. Have you forgiven him?
Yes, I have. That's another major benefit of this method is to gain more detachment from physical objects or possessions.
Evet, onu affettim. Zaten bu öğretinin en önemli yararlarından biri fiziksel nesnelere olan bağımlılığınızdan uzaklaşmanızdır.
So as I was angry for a moment, and I thought, well, his object was to, he felt he was benefiting Islam, I think, by taking the pamphlets because of his beliefs were so strong, and so in a way he was expressing a religious or spiritual, objective.
Bir an için bir üzgünlük, kızgınlık duyduğum oldu ama sonra şöyle düşündüm. Bu kişi bunu alırken herhalde ihtiyacı olduğunu düşündü. Buna inandığı için çalmıştı.
So I was able to, I think the meditation method helped me to see him, this man as a messenger for his own religion in a sense, or his belief system, and that's maybe 5 or 6 years ago I couldn't do that so well.
Yani bu insanı kendi inanç sisteminin bir temsilcisi olarak gördüm. Ama bunu 5 ya da 3 yıl önce yapamazdım. He wants to ask you, if there are people in your workplace who doesn't like you, who don't like you, and what you feel towards them.
Oh, that happens too, right?
Evet, bu da oluyor.
Right. I'm a professor of English in California, USA.
Kaliforniya'da İngilizce öğretmeniyim.
And of course that does come up. Students occasionally will have a problem with the way things are going, or the administration will have a problem.
Genellikle öğrencilerin yönetimle, işlerin işleyiş tarzıyla problemleri oluyor.
But these types of things too are diminished. The power of those problems is diminished by this practice. Your ego is made smaller.
Bu uygulamaların bir yararı egonuzun küçülmesidir.
Also, I just wanted to mention, Master will be here in a moment. She's just speaking briefly with some reporters from the local news station.
Üstad Çinghai az sonra gelecek. Şu anda gazetecilerle bir röportaj yapmakta. He asks you if you can tell more about things.
More about things. Well, that's Master's job, really. But we just, vehicles or members of the group. Master's going to give you the main message, tonight. So I'm sorry, but I think we should probably play the video, and then Master will be able to give you I think oftentimes your questions are totally answered after you hear her.
Aslında bu konuyu anlatmak üstadın işidir. Size gerekli mesajları verecek ve soru cevap bölümünde istediğinizi kendisine sorabilirsiniz. Üstad Çinghai şu anda salona girmek için yolda geliyor. Aşağı iniyor şu anda. For the English-speaking people, I have an announcement. Master is just coming down in a moment. Thank you.
Sevgili misafirlerimiz, hoş geldiniz. Çok özür diliyoruz bu gecikme için. Şu anda otelin içinde de bütün asansörler durmuş durumda. Yani Çinghai şu anda asansörde 11. katta bekliyor ve buraya inmek üzere. Evet, o yüzden şu anda 1-2 dakika içinde burada olacak. Ben bu 1-2 dakika içinde size isterseniz Çinghai ile ilgili bazı bilgiler vermek istiyorum. Zaten siz videolardan da izlediniz kendisini. Evet, kitaplarımızdan da izlediniz. Kendisi 1-2 dakika içinde burada olacak. Teşekkür ediyorum sabrınıza. Evet arkadaşlar, gelmek üzere şu anda Çinghai. Evet, şu anda salona girdi.
Master Çinghai is coming into the room. Please welcome her.
Arkadaşlar, toplantımıza başlamadan önce lütfen İstiklal Marşı için ayağa kalkalım.
Before we start the meeting, please get up for our national anthem.
Teşekkürler.
In the booklet you have taken, there are papers prepared for you so that you can write your questions. I request you please keep your questions relevant to the subject. So we will collect them and the master will try to answer them.
Serene viewers, thank you for your presence today on Words of Wisdom. Please join us tomorrow for part 3 of this illuminating lecture by Supreme Master Ching Hai. Coming up next is Ballet and Steel, the art of figure skating, right after noteworthy news. May the tranquility of nature soothe your soul in the benevolence of the celestial realms. Vegan, 'cause there's nowhere else to run.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.